when he was born, I just had a feeling that something was going to be different about him. Guinness was easily half the size of all the other puppies. I mean, there's pictures where he looks like a little alien baby. He just did not look like your average puppy. You could just tell he was the runt of the litter. And the next day was when we just noticed he was declining like crazy. He was like struggling to breathe. He was making these weird movements with his mouth. And I was like, oh my God, like we're gonna lose this puppy.
Hey.
The next thing I knew, he stopped breathing. I just started like pushing on his little belly and blowing in his mouth and his snout. Oh my God, repeat, repeat, repeat. And I'm like sitting with this puppy in my hands, like bawling my eyes out, like what the heck is...
Pit Bull Lives Matter. Just wanted to point that out.
going on? And by some miracle, he came back to me, grabbed my phone and texted my boss. I'm like, that little puppy, he's still alive and he's still fighting, so if you're okay with it, I'd like to take him home by with him. I brought him home. We didn't get milk in him, like I bet he hasn't been drinking yet. He just latched on like that, like he knew. Oh my God, is he gonna be okay? That just was like such a turning point. It made us so positive. We ended up bringing his sister in the next day because I noticed the same thing was kind of happening with her, but she was twice his size. When he first started walking, we noticed he was really just using his front legs and kind of drag legs behind him. And so we would kind of like stand him up like a human almost and let him strengthen the legs. After a little while, he was walking like a normal puppy.
Yes, show how good you're doing.
But you could just see that he was a little bit wobbly in the back legs. Once he started growing into a real puppy, he was just so stinking funny. You could tell he just had this stubbornness to him, like he was just a feisty little pit bull puppy. Probably right around when he got 6 weeks old, I was like planting the seed in everybody's mind, like my parents. There's no way I can give up this little boy. It's not possible. He was my baby. He's like my son. I honestly believe that this is my soul dog.
I'd like to start out by saying, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rahah Kadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, men who have labored and suffered in this truth for over 30 plus years. Shalom to all the various GMS camps throughout the four winds. Shalom to the elders of those camps. And I'd also like to extend a shalom to the men that are on the highways and the hedges, not named GMS, but walking in the same steps, same spirit, one body in Yahweh Shai. To you all, I say shalom. This ain't gonna be quick at all. I just wanted to point out something about this devil. I want to just point out something about this devil, how hateful and malicious they are. I mean, you've seen it with the t-shirt on, Pit Bull Lives Matter. Now, this is not a video to put down any animals, A lot of us brothers, we own animals, what I'm saying? We possess animals, we have as our pets. Some may be as farm animals. But nevertheless, you don't mistreat your animals. Now, this is not no video. Be talking about mistreatment of animals. But this is a video, on the other hand. Just a short one at that, because I ain't going to put them but a couple precepts. This is a video, though, on the other hand, that points out the hypocrisy of this devil, Esau, Edom, so-called white man. You seen that white she-devil had on a T-shirt said black, slocky. It says pit bull lives matter. And if you notice in society, you're out riding around, or you may be just just commuting from here to there in the world, and you'll see the people who have the bumper stickers on their vehicles, all on their windows and whatnot. Yes, you know who I'm talking about. That man, that white man, Esau Edom, always wearing his feelings out there on his sleeves, for lack of better words, to show you his disgust and his dislike and his hatred of you. You understand? So I couldn't help but to think, that she would not be wearing that damn shirt that says Pit Bull Lives Matter had not they come up with the phrase, or with the group Black Lives Matter. Before Black Lives Matter came into existence, you didn't see All Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, and you most definitely did not see Pit Bull Lives Matter. That's all in and that's all in just a showing of Esau's hatred for you. Basically, fuck your life. It's like the hell with your life. Now, mind you, men of the Lord, the men and women who have come into this truth, understand that they are not black. They're not a color crayon. They're not a talking point. And they're not black. Simply put, we're not black. We understand who we are. We are the Hebrew Israelites of the Holy Scriptures, of the Holy Bible, that the Word speaks of. We are the Lord's Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We are His people. We are not black. That term, black and white, was made up for to give the low-level Edomite some type of privilege, and more or less just to control a narrative when conversation come up about the two races. But the Lord hates Esau. And I don't have my sword right here in front of me, but I'm just going to quote some scriptures. Romans chapter 9 and verse 13, and I'm paraphrasing here, and it says that, I loved Jacob, saith the Lord, but I hated Esau. I hated Esau. And Esau is the so-called white man. And that so-called white man, woman and child, hate the so-called black man, Latino man, and native man. He hates you. Just like I said, when you're out about commuting and whatnot, look, pay attention. Be aware. And it's mainly for you two-thirds Jakes, because the men of the Lord, like I said, the men of the Lord, the men and women who have come to the understand and come back to their heritage, they see these things. So this is not to the Akim and the Aquathium that are in the truth, that are making their lives a living sacrifice, that are abiding by the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. And this wicked queendom, this is not a message to them. This is to a two-third so-called black man, or so-called Mexican man, or so-called Indian man that may trip across this video, Lord willing. These folks hate you and gonna always hate you, and they always show they hate through some type of saying, some type of bumper sticker, with a flag, so forth and so on. But I just wanted to bring that out, pull it out, because they have thousands of these videos on YouTube and even in commercials about how they are about the well-being of the animals, dogs and cats. The dog food has this nutritional attributes to it. But at the same time they feeding you GMOs. Which I'm not saying that dogs don't eat GMOs as well, but they go through grave lengths. They might find a stray dog on the side of the road somewhere, and this dog gets medical care, shots, a bath. He gets to stay at the shelter, and you know a dog ain't got no job. So who's funding all this? You know. And Jake, you catch Jake out there on Skid Row. If he ain't got no insurance, they pay for the taxi. Drop your ass off dressed in your hospital gown, no drawers on, ass out. But these folk got all this money to to house animals. You know, to save the life of an animal. She said I did chest compressions on his little belly and blew in his little nostril and his mouth and I resuscitated him and I asked my boss, can I stay home and all of this. But when you get gunned down out there in the street somewhere, they'll let you bleed out. Huh? They'll put their knee on your neck until you can't breathe, you know. They'll choke you out. About a Lucy. But Jake still find it within himself. When I say Jake, I mean you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native, and Americans. You'll find it somewhere within yourself to forgive this man. Lord gonna deal with you. Shalom.